Alright, man. What's up, boy, man? It's your boy, Sister Suicide H29, back with another video. Smash that like button and all that and whatnot and all the whatnots. You already know what time it is, baby, huh? Okay, we here, baby, we here. Alright, bam. Got that gold cape on right now. Feeling real, got that gold cape on. We had to put the gold cape on right now for our boy right now. Okay, now hit the like button, smash the like button, or the like button, whatever you see fit. That bets fits how you feel, your mood right now for this information you about to receive, or after you hear the information you like to receive. Either you like it or you don't like it. Shout out to the people in the states and out of the states who watch the channel and rock out with the channel and all that, from this age to that age. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. You already know what time there's no type of energy I give off and all of that. Okay, now with that being said, man, let's get into it. um a Kobe Bryant airplane crash. Now, I made sure I took my time. I didn't want to rush the video. I didn't want my video to be like a lot of other people's videos. And salute to those people who did these type of videos for Kobe Bryant and the people that passed away in the crash and his daughter. Okay, so I made sure I wanted to gather information before I did my video. I didn't want to rush out and rush out and rush out and rush out. Okay, boom. Now let's get into it. So LeBron James passes Kobe Bryant for what is the third time all scoring list up in Philly. He saluted him on Twitter. And the next day, this tragic event happened. Okay, and he heard about it coming back to LA from Philly. Boom. Okay, so yeah, I got that. Okay, I got that. Um, Now let's get into the details of these events that happened in the helicopter crash. Okay, so um, as you've seen, I wanted to make sure I heard enough things before I did my own video, so I can actually put this thing together in my own, my own way. So, if you it, did you, I don't know if you heard the black box call and the sequences have happened, how the communication from the pilot to the dispatch, if you will, from different dispatches from each time, you know, they've been standing waiting for 15 minutes. Then he starts to break off to this street, this freeway, whatever. That this dispatch, dispatch to this dispatch, then nothing. So if you didn't hear that, you really need to hear that to get to it. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the article too of how they said, um that's why I don't know what part is true or not. Because when you hear the audio from the black box, I don't. It appears that something went wrong. Some disconnect had happened between this dispatch to the third dispatch, or is it the second? I think it was three of them before the crash. I think he got to the third one, if I can remember correctly. Okay, so something happened. I don't know between the what altitude he was supposed to be in. Something happened. Now, before he got to the third one, everything was checked off as good. All the heights or whatever the altitude or whatever space he was supposed to be in at that time, all of it was checked off until he got to the third one. And that's when the third one said, yo, you too low. What's going on? Like you're not in the right, I don't know, the right area or whatever. And he's like, what are you doing? That you got a different plan? That would resonate with me through all of that. Now that kind of, I don't know if it's 100% proof, but it kind of goes with the story of, you read the article and it says that he might have aborted what he was supposed to do 100%. Like I said, I wasn't in there. I really can't tell, but that's what it goes. It kind of goes with, because it's like you're supposed to be here, 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 and then the last dispatch person that you connecting with saying, "Yo, you too low. What's going on? What happened? What are you doing?" And but then the disconnect was there, so they couldn't get the feedback going back and forth. But before the last dispatch, back and forth to the pilot, everything was on par. Like, oh, this one, yes, yes, this, yes, yes. Oh, do you mind if we proceed to go around here? Yes, yes, yes. Everything was checked off as go right ahead, go right ahead, go right ahead, and And what you call that? What you call that? And go ahead, proceed. Go ahead and proceed. Go ahead and proceed. Right? Everything was checked off at that point. So something went wrong when it came to the third dispatch and the pilot. Something went wrong. I don't know what it is. Now, as you read the article, it sounds like maybe he aborted something he was supposed to, or maybe he couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that he said he told the pilot said he did a move because he couldn't see. I don't know if that was supposed to be the right move at that time. I don't know if he's at the right altitude at that time. I don't know. I just don't know. Something is very weird how everything was perfect until that final dispatch, and then everything went to So that is very peculiar at this point to me. I don't know how you feel after you read this and seen this video and heard that audio, but to me that's very weird. Like everything was perfect up to this point, and then everything just went off. Everything just went off. The connection, from that audio went off. They couldn't get a hold to him. He said he was flying too low, but then something said he had to pull up so he wouldn't go to a ray of clouds or something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but something is very peculiar about that. And I heard this too, that you can get permission to fly in different weather conditions that can be deemed to be dangerous. You can get permission to do that, even though if you look outside you're like I don't know, because it's already a 50-50 once you jump in. It's already a 50-50 once you jump in, right? So once you already jump in the air, any type of aircraft, it's already a 50-50 chance that you can make it back or you can't. It's already that already. Now, once you are knowing, like you're privy to the air, the mother nature, the weather being not so nice, that amps up the chances of you coming back or landing where you're supposed to land. It amps it up. That's just pure common sense before you even jump in any aircraft. It's already a 50-50 chance that you will make it to your landing spot or make it back from where you took off from. But when there is weather conditions that have other pilots, I heard, but I didn't read, but I heard that other pilots said, hell no, I'm not flying in that weather. Now, when you have other pilots, and I read that the NYPD didn't have their choppers out either in that weather. So when you have that, in my opinion, you should say no to all choppers. In my opinion, you should say no. We ain't flying today until it clear up. Take another route. But I understand too. You got some skilled flyers out there, like skilled drivers. Like Fast and the Furious and Indy 500 and things like that. You have skilled drivers that can maneuver and drive in steep conditions, rain, sleet, snow, stuff like that. So you have pilots that are skilled in that as well. So I read that this pilot is skilled in these type of conditions, which maybe that makes sense why this pilot would say, don't worry about it, I'm skilled in this thing, let's get it done. Right. That I understand both sides. When one side say, yo, the weather conditions is trash, other pilots said no. The NYPD or not NYPD, but I mean LAPD says my chopper wasn't out there yet. My choppers we didn't let our choppers go out there yet because of the weather. So I understand. So you got those people that say hell no, and you got the ones say, yo, we gonna do this. We can make it through. So I understand both parties. Like it's a lot of people throwing darts at the pilot's head, and if you read, you will see the pilot was very skilled in this thing. Okay, he was skilled in this. So I understand why the pilot would say, oh yo, I got this. So I understand both sides. I don't think we can shoot at anybody in this thing. This is just one of those freak accidents. But again, I understand the ones that say, but other pilots said no. I mean, dang, the police force said they ain't let they choppers out. Why wasn't there a national breaking news around LA? Do not fly in these weather conditions. Because I know for a fact, certain times of the year, planes get shut down on certain weather conditions. Not all weather conditions, but on some weather conditions, the airport get shut all the way down and you just gotta wait. So again, I understand those people who say that, and I understand those people who say, "Hey man, he's a pilot. It got signed off that he can drive, he can fly in these weather conditions. What can we do?" Right? Right. So I understand both sides. So I'm glad I waited and waited and waited to pick up more information on this. So what I think that happened between the first and second and third dispatch to the pilot, from what I gather from listening to the audio, to reading and listening to other commentaries, it seems like either the pilot might have got lost, or just the sense of awareness, just a blink of an eye, went out because of the fog. Now I don't know if it's because he was too high, because the box said too low, but I heard some said he told the pilot, said he was doing a maneuver to get away from some I guess a ray of a cloud or something. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it seemed like something just went wrong like that. Something, I don't know if it was his doing or the weather. I don't know what it was, but everything was fine until that split second where the dispatch and the helicopter of the pilot of the helicopter, it seemed like something went wrong that fast. Everything checkpointed. Checkpoint. Roger that. Affirmative. Everything was checking off. Everything was checking off, right? I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, everything was checking off, right? Everything was checking off. And then a split second, it just went silent and the connection was off. And the audio, he says he's too low. So if he was too low, and what the reports say that he had made a move to pull up, and that's where everything went wrong. I'm wondering in my head where I don't know how. I don't know the checkpoints of how what the altitude he's supposed to be, how high, how low. I don't know. Again, the people that was watching him on the radar, they would know. The dispatch, they was doing checkpoints. I don't know when did he just get too high or too low. When did he get too low? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. That's something that's very, that would stick with me and others. Like, if all the checkpoints back and forth is great, and as soon as you get to the third one, he says you're too low. So even if you lose communication, what happened to your altitude? Why'd you get too low? How did that happen? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know what happened. Like, it's something just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Here's another thing that they said I read today. Like, they said that's his normal pilot. If that's his normal pilot, I mean, the routine where they go to do they always fly to his academy? Because if that's so weird, is this the same airport that they fly from? Because if this the same airport they fly from, they really don't need no directions, do they? Or is that just proper protocol? I don't know, because it's a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know we don't drive to work every day, or we don't walk to work every day the same way. Sometimes you might take this way depending on traffic. I understand. So the weather condition, they might have them go a different way. I get that. But at the same time, like, is this a new area that they flying from? Do they always fly from this area, or is this a new area? Because usually when you drive or walk a certain area to wherever you going to time and time again, and you might do a maneuver here and there depending on the weather or whatever traffic. Usually you are aware of those surroundings, no matter if you have to maneuver, because you've been walking and doing it for so long. So I'm just asking, is this a new area that they took off from? Are they usually going from a different airport surrounding going to his academy, and today, that day, was this a different airport or something? Because this is just me, I don't know, but usually, no matter if the weather conditions or not, you usually know, if you walking or driving from this part of town or this whatever you live, you usually know that the outskirts, because that's where you live and that's where you go or you drive most of the time. So if you somewhere new, you definitely gonna be lost. You like, yo, I don't know what. I ain't never been on this part. All I do is go this way. I ain't never been over here. So is this the first time they took off from this airport so they don't know? Or is this the first time they had to maneuver in these conditions? Because remember, Kobe been flying airplanes back and forth for years. And this type of weather has come and go from California for years. Listen again. Kobe been flying in his helicopter for years back and forth to Staples Center and wherever else in California. And these weather conditions have came and gone the same time he been flying his helicopter for years. So my question is this the first time ever that he flew in these conditions? Or is this just a new area he done flew in, and things is the conditions and all of that messed it up? You know what I'm saying? Because he been flying for years, and this weather, the weather they had, that been there. It comes and goes every year. So is this the first time that Kobe and his pilot ever flew in these conditions? After all of these years of him flying him over and over from this to there, is this the first time ever that he flew Kobe in these conditions? That needs to be told. Because if it was, that should have been a no-no. I'm just saying. If this the first time he ever flew Kobe in these weather conditions, they should have never, ever, ever tried it. Ever. Because Kobe been taking his airplane, and I guess other airplanes, back and forth everywhere. And remember, these weather conditions we see happen every year around this time. Every year. So there's not today was just a wild day. No, it wasn't. These type of conditions happen year round, depending on how the weather want to be. Especially around December, January, November. It can still be in February. Then April showers come. And you can rain in the summer. Like any day, it can happen like that. So is this the first time ever that this pilot flew Kobe in these conditions? Because if it was, that should have never happened. Or is this a new area that Kobe has taken a flight from, and a new area, or is this the first detour that they had to take? Because something ain't adding up to me, right? Something ain't adding up. Like I said, if you drive this whole time a certain way, even if you do a shortcut, you're used to all of that. Now, when you have to break off your regular routine, that's when you say, "Man, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing." Huh? Even in weather conditions, if you go your regular way, you already know your surroundings, unless they did something you never seen before. You know your surroundings, so you can maneuver over here, you can maneuver over there, you can sneak in this back street to cut through this traffic. You don't want to go through that, so you know, because you've been doing it for a long time. You see what I'm saying? Weather condition or not, you know how to cut off. I'm gonna cut off over here, I'm gonna turn off over here, or I'm gonna get off on this street and take this back street. Like because you've been doing this for a long time. Weather condition or not, you got the back street, you got the cutoff lane, you got the back, and you're gonna turn on this street, you're gonna get off on this highway, turn on this freeway, because you've been doing it. So weather condition, traffic condition or not, you are privy to these type of back streets and stuff. right? You're privy to this, so it don't matter what weather condition or not. You understand? Okay, let me get off right here. Let me turn right here. Let me get on this freeway and get off on this street because traffic right here. Because you've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? It's been certain conditions that you had to maneuver, so you're used to all of that. Weather or traffic, you're used to dipping and dodging this, depending on what's going on, right? So when you in a new situation, which means this detour, you never took this detour before, or you never been in this type of weather condition before. So you like, oh man, I don't really know. I ain't never had to deal with this before, man. This is much than I had to used to. I don't know how much, So you more cautious because you're like, okay, hold on, man, So that's what I'm thinking in this situation, this scenario. Is this the first time he flew in fog before? Or is this the first time he took this detour in that weather condition? Or is this a new area altogether? You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Is this a new area altogether? Is this a new area in new weather conditions altogether? Or is this a new detour he took in this weather altogether? That is very vital to this situation, because that's very vital to everyone's situation when they're driving something in a certain condition, in a certain in a certain condition, and taking a certain detour, because certain conditions make you take a detour, right? So with that being said, if he's trained to drive in these conditions, and if he's familiar with this area, then connection back to connections back to dispatch, it shouldn't matter until it connect back together. See what I'm saying? So something happened. Was it not a familiar area, or was it not familiar conditions? See what I'm saying? Because they say, he been driving Kobe for 10 years. He been flying for 10 years. And weather been like this for 10 years straight. Depending on the month and when Mother Nature want to show her, you know what? It's going to be foggy in certain places. And so they've been flying in any type of weather, I would assume. I would hope they've been flying in this weather to get out there and do it again. I would hope this not be the first time they fly in fog. I would hope not. Don't test drive me, player. Don't test drive me. You see what I'm saying? So those are the questions I hope they can come out with when it comes to these records and everything, because that makes sense. Even if I lose connection to dispatch, man, I'm not finna just go off. I'm not finna just keep going. I'm finna stop. Like they said, it's not easy just to turn a helicopter around. Okay, well, shit. I'm not finna maneuver. I lost connection. Let's just find a landing spot and we'll pick it back up. Fuck it. I mean, forget it. You know what I'm saying? They got cell phones. I'm pretty sure they had their cell phones on them, so they definitely can call somebody after they land. Like, yo, we over here. Come scoop us up. We lost anything. Tell them. You see what I'm saying? So something happened. He lost sense of awareness and he couldn't see. Now, what I read was there's a difference between, VFR and IFR, something like that. One VFR is, I don't know. It's something. It's a difference between VFR and IFR. And some people in the comments said he should have used the IFR instead of VFR, because I guess it helps you maneuver through those type of situations, through fog and a lot of rain. I guess when you can't see, I guess VFR and IFR is different. It can help you through that. So I'm not sure. I don't know how to read those things. I'm not sure what those terminology mean. I didn't look those up. Okay, so y'all can help me out in the comment section. Help me know what a VFR and an IFR is, because some people in the comment section, certain comments, say he should have used the IFR instead of VFR. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so that is my opinion on those certain things that happen. Now I need you to check out Dane Calloway's video, because Dane Calloway video has the tweet that somebody says Kobe Bryant will crash and pass away in the I think it's in 2012 in a helicopter crash. Now people are running that around saying though that's like some Nostradamus type of prediction. No, it's not. You need to go watch Dan Calloway video, and he will show you what that tweet really means. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, and you go check that out. That is not no Nostradamus prediction. That is he wrote that title. I mean, he wrote that tweet for a different situation that happened that year, and then Kobe was helping someone with his helicopter. So with that being said, you need to go check that out. And you also need to go check out Dane Calloway's video because he brought in that infamous cartoon from what's his name? Something Heights. I forgot. Is it Charlene? I forgot. Chamberlain Heights or something like that, where Kobe Bryant has a plane crash with the Lakers two-tone, and when he crashes, they say pass your two trophies first, and then we'll help you. And I forgot. I think he said nah. And so when the plane explodes, his 5 rings pop out, and then the characters take 3 of those rings and says 3 of those were Shaq's anyway. So that cartoon was supposed to be a parody cartoon, making fun of, situations that happen in the NBA or I guess wherever in entertainment's life. Because, Shaq and Kobe had a little beef. So they played off that. And they said Kobe never passed the ball, basically, he shoot a lot of shots. So they was playing off that. So you have to go watch Dane Calloway so he can break that down and help you understand that the tweet and that video is not what people think. Okay, it's very important. It's okay to have your suspicion and your conspiracy theories. It's okay, I understand, but sometimes it's better to get a better understanding of certain things that you're using to use your conspiracy theories. It's okay. I'm not gonna shoot no conspiracy theories down. Some things are not what it seemed because we don't know the entirety of the video or the tweet or the message. So shout out to Dane Calloway for helping us with that. And another thing I had read on someone else's video that Kobe was in a battle with Big Pharma or this other company with the name Black Mamba. So they're using some type of pills with the Black Mamba on there, right? But Kobe's like, no, this is my name and my brand. So that's my name. I don't want my name attached to that brand, to those pills, because the ingredients in those pills is not right. He like, hell no. So him and his team, they battling. They got a legal battle versus the company want to use Black Mamba versus Kobe and his team. They're like, I am Black Mamba. They know me that for a long time in my career. I don't want my name associated with that. Plus the ingredients inside of this, it ain't happening. Like, it's not good. We did our research. I don't want to be connected with that. Can you please? This is my name. And so, I guess the courts or whatever they agreed. They didn't. Kobe had put a certain type of I don't know if it was a pill or something in, and the court denied it, and they said this. You two just go to trial and battle over that name, right? That's what y'all do. And so that is going on also, I didn't know. And Dan Calloway also put that in the video for people who didn't know that was going on. Now, with all that being said, why would people think that Kobe would be targeted? We don't know. Okay? You have to put that in your own head. So, like Dan Calloway said in his video, why would him battling for his Black Mamba name over, it is some big pharma money that might be, taken away, and Brandon name might be taken away, so they can get. But is that enough to target Kobe Bryant and his kid and everybody else for a basketball game? So that's for the conspiracy theorists and people who just want to think outside the box or put anything together. That's on you to try to figure out. My personal opinion is just like it's a freak accident. But things can make you go too at the same time for all the things we've been seeing going on in the world and in the entertainment world, and just regularly certain things do happen and you be like, what the heck? That doesn't make no sense. you know. But like he said, like Dan Calloway said in the video, why would you want to make a mockery of somebody passing away? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to make a commercial? I mean, a cartoon of someone passing away? Why is that? But you know, everybody humor is different, and you know, and we've been prone to laugh at certain things. When you grow up, you're like, damn, why was I laughing at that? Programming is really real. It's crazy, but you know, everybody humor is different. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that is my take on everything that transpired between Kobe situation, his daughter, and all the other people that's on the plane. It's 9 people, so we have to get 9 people the respect. It ain't just Kobe. We know that's the face, and that's what they push out. But you got to give respect to the 9 people. And I think it's disrespect that, you know, how they do on TV, how they want to play Kobe because he's in the game, but they not playing. They not doing everybody all the 9. They just doing Kobe and his daughter. But they forgot, what about everybody else on the plane? Oh, yeah, them too. But it's really about, no, it's about all of them. We wouldn't even know if Kobe brought, it's basketball. Ain't it basketball? That's the game. So you need to do it special for all of them. Have they family up there and everything. Give them the same respect too. That's just me though. You know? That's just me. They always there. They always there. So give the pilot, the other daughter, and what is it, daughter, mom, and what was it, daughter and mom, or daughter and dad, and then another lady, and then another man, and give them all. They all their families got something to say about them. Give them all TV time, so they can get their fame on. They can get their fame on too if that's what they want, or get their story out about their family member that was on the plane crash, right? That's just me though, but you know how they do. Okay, so that's my take on all of this. Shout out to all 9 of them that was on that plane, plus the pilot. Only the pilot knows what happened. Like I read, he said that he did a move so he can maneuver out of the fog or something like that, and that he just should have landed the plane. Just should have found somewhere to land the plane, because that ain't it. Now goes back to my thing. Was he aware? Was he aware of everything around there, or was that a new spot that he was in, or was that a new detour spot that he was in? Because he been flying for too long in California. He been flying Kobe around too long in California. So was that a new spot that he was in? Or was that some new conditions in the new spot he was in? Or was that a new detour spot in those conditions? Something that mattered enough. Because usually when you're around your space, no matter what the condition is, you know how to pull over, stop, maneuver. Pull over, stop, maneuver. Unless somebody in front of you or something with the condition, the wind speed up out of nowhere and it catch you off guard. Rain pour down somewhere, catch you off guard. Something jump out in front of you, catch you off guard. If none of those happen, you usually good in this situation. You usually good. If you're familiar with those areas, no matter what. If the weather condition you in stay the same and nothing just breaks out of nowhere, nobody stop in front of you, nothing jumps out in front of you, no brake stop, no, you know, your engine don't run out. If everything just plays like it's supposed to play, then everything's supposed to be cool. You should be able to maneuver. But again, I don't know. I don't know if a malfunction on the plane happened first, or he panicked first, and then stuff start going crazy. Who knows? You know, it's still going to be a lot of mystery going on, but that's something to think about. So with that being said, man, make sure you leave your comments below what you think about this whole thing and how I broke it down. Make sure you go to Dan Calloway video so you can get the in-depth of the tweet. Get the in-depth of the tweet and the video that was made about Kobe passing away in the in a cartoon. He breaks everything down. And if you think that tweet was edited, he breaks that down too. All right. So it's still crazy though, because I still like Kobe, even though Kobe fans and LeBron fans, I'm a LeBron fan, they go at it. I never really bought into that. After I unplugged myself from the emotional, when I have no more emotional attachment to sports, I never battled a Kobe fan the way they like to battle because they still plugged in. I just have fun with them because I think it's hilarious that people are mostly attached to this and they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're mostly attached to the individual for a certain reason, it makes sense. But for the sport, I learned how to detach myself from anything. So I would never fight with another fan or supporter of another team. I would never physically fight or call them out of their name. I'll just respectfully disagree with them, and that's it. I learned that from a man, Tahuti Ma'abra. Gang. Alright, so with that being said, man, like the video, share the video, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the whole situation going down. And when you go to Dane Calloway video, let him know that suicide sent you. Then come back and let me know what you think about how he broke down the tweet and the video, the cartoon of him passing away. You know, way before this time. Even though it's crazy how it actually happened like that, but he'll let you know that it has no correlation. It was made for a specific reason, and so was the tweet, and it has nothing to do with this. But we understand why people still speculate the way they speculate. With that being said, man, talk to your soul, mirror the balance, keeper, no one safe, poking the people, sisterhood, anti-bully gang, silverback gang. Lee love the ladies, lady loves Lee, and ladies, you are definitely lovely. Don't chase the light, let the light chase you. All right, Sway. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I almost forgot. How you almost forget, Stewie? Damn, I almost forgot, man. I almost forgot. The other part of this video is this. Do you cherish life? Because if you cherish life, you respect death. Okay? If you cherish life, then you respect death. What do you mean by that, suicide? Well, what I mean is, when you cherish something, right? You want to make sure that you leave something if you can. If you can prevent leaving early, you want to make sure you leave a legacy of something. You want to make sure that people remember you by something. Now, whatever that is, that's on you. Now, when it comes to this death, if you cherish life, if you understand the essence and what it really means to be alive and breathe every day, then you will respect death. You respect it because you cherish life. And you understand when death comes, it's over. It's over. You are a memory now. You are a memory now. You'll never get to touch, smile, kiss, hug. You'll never get to do that again. You'll never get to do it again. Unless you know that reincarnation is real and you might reincarnate to something else. But for the person that you are known for at this moment, it's over, man. No more touchy, kissy, popping bottles, whoever the female or male, whatever you was doing, it's over. You're just a memory now. You're a picture. You're a date in another date. You're on someone's shirt, someone's card, someone's picture frame, keychain, shoes. They do documentaries, maybe depend on social status and whatnot. You got to take out social media pictures of you now with RIP or CRIP, whatever it is. If you cherish life, you respect death. You cherish life, you respect death. Because when you respect something, even if you don't like it, that means you understand it. Dang, what? So if you respect something, even if you don't like it, means you understand it. Maybe not to the fullest, but you have enough understanding to respect it. So if you cherish life, you respect death. Which means you got to make a lot of days count. You got to touch certain people. You got to make a lot of days count. Because you never know when the Grim Reaper is coming. You never know when a stray bullet might pick you. You never know when you might be sitting at a bus stop and a drunk driver or somebody who lose control, who on their phone not paying attention, hits you. You never know if somebody might want to rob you and not just take what you got, but take you out. You never know if you might be sitting in the car just driving, then a drunk driver, boom, or somebody again might get run off the road sleeping and boom, hit you and you hit something else and boom, it's over. Anytime, anywhere, any day. It can be you. And you can be doing all the right things and somebody might do an accident and it cause you to lose your life. If you respect life, if you cherish life, you respect death. You ain't gotta like it, but you respect it. Because you understand to a certain extent that it's over, man. You're just a memory now. That's all you are. How many people did you touch? How many people did you help life change? And always remember, your Libra scale gonna be right there. No matter how much people want to ignore the bad, they might want to push the good, because that's what people usually do when they pass. They want to push the good and leave the bad in the back. But the records will show it. The records will always show what you did. No matter how much people want to push whatever narrative, everything still weighs on the Libra scale. No matter what individuals try to put out there, the ones that know you. And they understand what weighs and what's not. Depending on the individual, they would tell the full truth or they would have to put whatever they want to see which way more. But the ones that really, really know you, they know dealing with you, they can put this. Remember, but every individual dealing with certain individuals is not the same. Woo! Every individual dealing with a certain individual is not the same. That's why you have some people say, man, this is a good guy. He never did nothing to me. Then you got other people say, man, this guy is horrible. This girl is horrible. Because every individual dealing with another individual, actions be different. Huh? Do you cherish life? Because if you do, then you better start respecting death. Because when death comes, it's over. No more partying. No more hugging, kissing, getting all the girls or getting all the dudes or bang, bang, bang or being married. Whatever, your kids, all that. See, Suey been figuring stuff out. I've been understanding, starting to figure out a lot of things. Put it to proper perspective. Huh? I know one thing, man. I respect that. Yes, I do. Now, I cherish life, but I'm still not there to the point that I actually cherish it to the degree I need to cherish it. But that takes time because of the programming and situations you be under, and I've been under. It's not easy for everybody just to break free and start caring and doing your thing. So when people procrastinate, I understand because I'm in that boat too, but I'm gradually getting better. Do you cherish life? Because if you do, you better start respecting death and understand it. Start making some of these days count. If you can't make every day count, make some of these days count, man. That way you can have some good memories and people can have good memories of you. Start treating yourself. Every time you get paid, do something for yourself. I don't care if it's going to the movies, buying some socks, buying some new glasses, buying some new t-shirts, going bowling, getting your nails done, your feet done, your hair done. Do something for yourself. Either every payday or at least one of the paydays out of the month. Treat yourself, man. Have fun, breathe. I'm going to start doing that starting Friday. As soon as I get paid, I'm going to go do something. I don't know if I'm going to buy something or go do something. And then put $20 up. Start saving too. You'll be surprised if you put $20 up each paycheck. And then out of nowhere, you need some money. You got about $400-500. Oh shit, I got some money right here. Okay, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Saving and treating myself. And getting out of that crazy procrastinating mode. Because I cherish life. enough to respect death. I cherish life enough to respect death. It's your boy, man. Since it's a suicide, age 29. Bang!